Okay, good evening everybody. Nice to see some familiar names. Hope you're having a great day today. Tonight's going to be live messages from Spirit. And just a reminder, if you know of anybody who might be interested in just listening in on a Thursday evening, just to experience live messages from Spirit, please invite them to join us next time. Share in your social media as much as you can. I want to reach as many people as possible all over the globe. Got a couple of people from as far as New Zealand, the UK, the States, and a couple of other places. So please share, spread the word. And yeah, I hope the week has been decent to you at least. There's a lot of, I've been feeling the energies a little bit more lately. Mood changes, energy, solar flares, whatever the case is, whatever's going on there. I try not to pay too much attention to it and just take it day by day or moment to moment, but it does get a little bit trying for me, the energies. But anyway, that being said, best thing I can suggest to all of you is just be in the moment, enjoy what you've got going on in that moment. Just take it day by day. Don't worry too much about the future because we're never going to reach it anyway. Just work on it day by day. Be mindful of your energies. Be aware when you're in public places or amongst lots of people. Just be aware of your mood fluctuations, especially where they change very dramatically. And other than that, just like I said, just do your best. Your best is going to vary from day to day. So having said that, I'm going to get started pretty soon. And I will give messages to whoever Spirit guides me to. So although I'd love to answer all the questions I receive, Spirit ultimately decides who I'm going to and what they're going to share with me. So I hope you all enjoy. Sit back, relax, just be sponges, enjoy the energy, and we'll get right to it. Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, I have a brief message for Laura Lee. Laura Lee, I think this is, I'm pretty sure this has to do with you personally, your energy in itself. So I had a dog come through, and the message I was getting with that dog, I'm not sure if this is a deceased pet of yours or if it's a totem animal, but I was getting the message about unconditional love, particularly for yourself. It might be getting in your way, especially as of late. There's something around unconditional love for self that's going on with your energy. Okay. And also something to do with isolation. Not sure whether this is just purely physical, where you feel isolated, or maybe it's just more of a emotional, internal thing where your energy feels very kind of isolated, or maybe a little bit overly protected. Very short message, just wanting to make you aware of that. So I'm going to leave that for you, and just something to think about and be aware of for now. So just something to get you more aware and just get you started in the right direction, just to help you out a little bit. So I'll leave that with you. I hope it resonates and makes sense to you. Okay. Okay. Kate Jefferson. Kate Jefferson, I'm picking up a bit of a conflict between you and male energy. what they're showing me is you. It looks like you've got a carving knife and a fork, as if you're kind of almost want to say like you're either about to have a dinner meal or going to prepare a dinner. And I'm not sure, this conflict could be something that's not that much of a big deal, but I want to say it would be best to sit, whoever this individual is, it would be best to have an open discussion with them over a meal, over a dinner meal or a meal or something to eat. I feel like there's some things that have been left unsaid or kind of swept under the rug and need to be brought to light and just discussed. I feel it's not going to be as bad or big of a deal as it may seem or may feel to you. Okay, I'm not sure if this has something to do with an actual brother of yours. If you have a brother, biological brother or stepbrother, it's either got something to do with a brother figure of yours, or maybe my interpretation is a little bit off and it means something else. But I was getting something to do with brother. Brother was coming into that, so I will leave that with you. I hope that message made sense to you. Okay. Okay. Louise Sullivan, just got a very quick, short reply to your question. So I was getting a no, and I was trying to get as specific as I could. So no, I don't believe it was intentionally done by his hand. I was getting a no with that. So I'll leave it with you. I hope it proves accurate and helpful to you. Okay. Okay. Suzanne Babineau, I'm getting an older female adult coming through, possibly senior age, a little bit difficult to say. She's extending the hand to you, almost like extending the olive branch. So either it's as if she's coming through to make peace or to get a little bit closer to you. She's extending out her hand to you. So, okay. So older lady, more of a slender frame, well groomed, sort of neatly kept, tidy hair, nicely dressed. Looked like she liked to color her hair. Seeing or sensing like a lighter shade, like either honey blonde or strawberry blonde or something of a lighter shade hair color. I'm feeling the vibration of peace coming from her to you. So either she's wanting to make peace with you, or bringing peace to you. Telling you she means well, she meant well. So there's two ways of taking it. Either she was a little bit misunderstood by you, well, there was a misinterpretation between the two of you, misunderstanding. But anyway, she comes through with the extended hand and wishing you peace. And I'll leave that with you. Hope that resonates, and hope you can figure out who that was from. Carol Larch. Carol Larch, quick message from you. Okay, you have an angel guide that's coming through for you. Message for you is to be sure to enjoy the peace. Take a good length of time to do as little as possible for yourself and relax. I feel there's there's some improvement that needs to be made with your sleeping. So your sleeping pattern seems to be a little bit off, or either you're not getting enough sleep, or you're not getting deep enough sleep, or maybe a bit of both. But you literally need to put yourself first, take a lot of time to rest, and take it slow. Take a nice long slow break, and you need to just improve your sleeping pattern. So I will leave that with you, and I hope the message resonates and helps you out. That was for Carol Larch. Lindsay Eindhoven, have a young male energy around you. So energetically, I feel the energy of almost like a young child. So it either is literally a young child, or someone that's very sort of childlike in their behavior or maturity level or energy. And it seems to be a little bit of being a little bit of a bugger, or getting under your skin, so to speak. You're asked to, okay, so whoever this individual is, he's going through some growing pains. I'm getting growing pains. So your patience is being tested, and you're asked to be a little bit more patient. And just so you know, it has something to do with growing pains. It's just his particular path he's on right now. So he's going through maybe some slightly unusual growing pains. Okay, I want to say it's either a very expressive character, likes to express. So it's either this is if this is maybe your son, or someone who has a kind of a childlike energy to them that is in your close company. But I will have to leave that message with you, and I hope it resonates and makes sense to you. Okay. Melissa Severin, as I'm connecting with the energy, Spirit is showing me it's as if you are trying to build some sort of structure using matchsticks, and you're straining your eyes, and it's taking a lot of effort and energy and concentration from you. It's a very delicate project in a symbolic way that they're showing me. So it's as if you are maybe just stretching yourself a bit thin, putting a little bit too much strain on yourself and your energy. Perhaps either working too hard, or trying to be too meticulous, or too hard on yourself in a sense. Your energy levels feel like they're a bit on the low side. Okay, so I'm getting something along the lines of being too meticulous, too particular, maybe being a little bit strict or hard on yourself. Just take a step back and just ease up on whatever the pressure is that's going on around you, I feel some of it is actually self-inflicted. Slow it down, have patience for a while. The messages that you are needing will come to you in divine timing, but for now, you just got to wait it out for a little bit. Just got to be a little bit patient. It's almost as if you've got to slow down, in a sense. Slow down with your efforts, your energies, what you're doing, how hard you're working. And I will leave that with you. I hope the message resonates with you. Tiffany T. So as I'm connecting with you, I am shown it kind of looks like a large, I'll describe it as a gargoyle because I'm not sure exactly how to describe it. From physical appearance, it looks to be like a shadow or a dark or negative symbol, but it actually is not. It's just a contrast, and it's showing me that it's as if you're a little bit unbalanced between your shadow side and your light side, your yin and your yang. It's as if you're trying to be too much in the light and a little bit too perfect, and you're not allowing yourself to examine your shadow sides, meaning the hidden sides that need to be brought to light so that you can honor them, acknowledge them, accept them as part of you, as just your yin and your yang, your balance, your contrast, and just let some of that express. I feel like sometimes you're holding in a little bit with expressing, especially when you need to express in a what would appear to be or be judged as either negative or something that that you shouldn't say or you shouldn't display or express. But it's all emotions, it's all expression. So it's ease up on trying to walk too much in the light or treading on eggshells and doing everything sort of perfect or acceptable to everyone else. And every now and then when you need to let out that little gargoyle or that dark side, whether it's venting, expressing, maybe even a little bit of righteous anger, you pick whatever you feel, allow yourself to express both sides. So I just feel there's a little bit of imbalance, and that's probably common with many of us who tend to judge the shadow side because we've been programmed a certain way, to think a certain way, and certain things are okay to express and certain things are not, but you got to let it out no matter what's going on. So embrace your shadow side and let it come to light so that you can learn more about it and integrate it with you and just be overall more balanced. So I hope that message makes sense to you, Tiffany. I'll leave that with you. Okay, Jean Caramia. So Spirit is showing me you standing, literally standing on one of the scales, the balance. So you literally got one scale is like right on the ground, totally unbalanced. I feel there's a huge decision, life decision that you need to be making, or are feeling, sensing. Part of you, your higher self, wants to make this big decision, this big leap, change, but you seem to be just kind of picking at it in little bits and pieces, tiny steps, which is okay, but the steps are really small and it's going to take you a lot longer. It's literally, I feel you need to literally step off the scale and either take that huge leap and do it sooner rather than later, or if you are going to wait it out and just do it the long way, just get comfortable in that. Make sure to continue growing the other side of who you are, meaning your higher purpose, what your gift is, and how you share it with others. That needs to be grown regardless. You got to keep up with that no matter what. As for the 3D, the decision's very 3D orientated, I'll say. It's a big one, but you've got to decide whether you want to go for it or not. Consciousness is speeding up, time is getting faster and faster. You need to make the decision, and it's going to obviously impact more than just you. It's going to be a few close people to you, but they're telling me don't procrastinate, don't wait too long. You're kind of it feels like you're unbalanced, and you're going to start feeling or noticing it more as the time goes along. So I hope that makes sense to you, Jean, and I'll leave that with you. Okay. Logan Richards. Logan Richards' Spirit is showing me what I feel is, what I'm getting of your energy directly. They're literally dressing you up in the most dapper, smart-looking dress suit. They're telling you that for the time being, you need to put your best foot forward, look as sharp and good as you can, because just for the timing to get started, you need to make a very good impression. I feel this is mostly career orientated, career related as well. Could influence other areas to a smaller degree in your life, but for some reason at this particular point it's very important for you to be very presentable and well groomed and make a really good impression. I feel like it's going to help you get to where you need to get to faster and easier. It's like for the time being you got to sort of make a good impression in the 3D or physical environment. So I take it there's something very important along the lines of job or career, and you really need to look your best and be as super presentable as you can, like really neaten up and look sharp. Something about you just need to be making a good impression just for the time being until you're in a position where you can have more freedom as to how you want to express yourself, what you want to look like, dress like, etc., etc. So I hope that helps you out, makes sense to you. But just for right now, that seems to be pretty important. So I'll leave that with you, Logan. Okay. Okay. Sherry Mason, feeling an adult female energy coming through, feels very much like a motherly vibration, mother figure. So either this is mother, maybe grandmother, but very strong motherly connection to you. Coming through very, very gentle, softer energy. Um, okay. Okay, so I can't confirm exactly if this is like biological mom or someone that was like a mother figure to you. I just can't make the blood tie connection whether it is or isn't. But like I said, very soft, gentle energy coming through. She's not showing me a visual of what she looks like. She's saying she's got you or she gets you. She says I got you or I get you. I want to say it's if she's around you fairly often. Not sure whether you're able to sense her in any way, but she's telling me she's around you fairly often, watching over you. Likes what you're doing or likes the way you've handled things. I hope that makes more sense to you than it does to me. She's not giving me specifics. She's very, very soft-spoken, not saying a lot, very quiet. She's kind of keeping her distance. Very, very brief, light connection here from her. Energy feels very either like I want to say tired or a little bit drained. She's already making her way back out. It's as if she doesn't have enough, like she can't stay long for whatever reason. I'm not sure what she's working on or processing on the other side, but not coming through very, very strongly. So I'll just have to leave that message with you, Sherry. That's all she's giving me. I hope it makes sense, and I hope you can figure out who that was coming from. Lisa Pearl, very brief message from your guides. The guides are happy with the way things are, where you're going. They like where you're at, even if it seems a little bit uneventful or maybe a little bit too monotonous or dull. They're just saying they like where you're at. Just for now, just be happy where you are. Be with it. It's okay as is. I feel like you don't need to make any big moves or changes right now. It's just basically hang 10 and just be content with where you're at right now for a little while anyway. No other news they're sharing with me, so just know that however things feel, you're on track and you're where you need to be. So I'll leave that with you. That's Lisa Pearl. Tina Harvey. Tina Harvey, it may not feel like it right away, but Spirit's telling me that um, any big move like the one you've just made is good for you. Big changes especially, are very, very good for your soul growth. So even if it doesn't feel like it right now, you need to be there for specific lessons and experiences. You've basically got to get used to the big adjustment you've made. Your energy needs to be there. It's not just for you. I'm picking up on two younger, I want to say kids. So either these two are your kids or two younger children, young souls that are close to you. Need to be there as well. It's like you're not just there for yourself. You're there for a couple of other people as well. So the change and the experiences you're going to have there are necessary for you. You're meant to be there. It's a lot of growth coming up for you in that regard. Okay, it's all about Spirit's trying to help you get out of your comfort zone and make more connections with people. It's almost like you need to connect. Your energy needs to connect with more people. So you may have a bit of an adjustment getting used to the energy, the vibe of that city. But so it's not a bad decision, and you're on track, and you're meant to be there. So Tina, I hope the message proves helpful to you. Sarah Buchholz. Sarah Buchholz, picking up on a female energy, and it was came in very kind of quickly and fast movement, and I was bouncing between motherly or grandmotherly vibration. Not sure which. I'm kind of bouncing between the two, either mother or grandmother energy. Just basically making her presence known, wanting to be acknowledged. Just literally popping in for a visit. So I hope you can figure out which of the two it is. Like I said, it feels somewhere between a mother and a grandmother vibration. Okay, it wasn't. There's not necessarily anything urgent about it. It's more of a making a presence known, making you aware of that. Just kind of coming in to check in on you. Definitely a connection to your family tree. So not saying anything else, just very, very fast moving in and out, just literally wanting to be acknowledged, make your presence known. So not sure which of those two it is. I hope this message makes sense to you, but I'll have to leave that with you, Sarah. I hope it was helpful to you. Amber Lynn, okay, here's a message from Spirit. You've got to be very firm in your personal relationship, partnership relationship, all of them, present and future. You've got to be firm in the relationship. I want to say, like, you've got to basically train / teach whoever the partner is. You got to teach them how you are to be treated, what's expected of them. You've got to make it clear as to who you are, what you're about, what your needs are. I feel as if you're not being firm enough in that area of your life. It's literally basically not compromising and not settling. You've got to be firm with what you want from that partnership. I feel once you're able to finally nail that down, it's going to trickle into other areas of your life, and it's going to make an overall improvement in other areas of your life. But that is coming through very clearly, top priority for you. So I'll leave that with you, Amber. I hope it resonates and helps you out. Gloria Drummond, as soon as I crossed over your name and your energy, your connection, Spirit circled the first one, accidental. So that's accidental, whether it was a bit careless or reckless or maybe irresponsible or not. They said it was accidental overall. So hope that helps you out and clarifies things for you. So I'll leave that with you. Okay. Avery Evans, there's something else that seems to be coming through or at the forefront. So if, depending which way I interpret it, it's either what seems to be like a pregnancy, or it is just the way they're showing it to me. It's kind of throwing me off a little bit. So either it's an actual pregnancy, or something important is being birthed or created that's going to come into being. Usually it's a little clearer, but the way they're showing me is a little bit trickier to interpret. So it's either literally one of the pregnancy, or something big is being birthed that is more important right now than anything else that you're wondering about. This is something on the personal side. So I know it's got nothing to do with the question you asked, but this seems to be more important at this particular moment. So it's as if you need to focus very much on the personal area of your life right now. So whatever this thing is that's being birthed, whether it's a literal or more of a symbolic message, Um, okay, this is something you need to tap into more and get in touch with on a more personal note and personal side of things. I want to say you need to almost like do some inner reflection. There's something that they're not sharing with me too much detail, but there's something that you need to take a closer look at that's more personal, personally related to you, and it requires some deep inner reflection. You really need to spend some uninterrupted, focused attention on this. So, a little bit maybe mysterious or not super clear, Avery, but I'm going to have to leave that message with you. I hope it resonates in some way and it is helpful to you. Kathy Curtis. Kathy Curtis, so picking up on a female adult energy, and she's holding what looks like a brass or copper, like a gong with a drumstick. So she's banging this little gong, and she's telling you that you need to pay more attention. So pay more attention to the little subtle signs, the things that are not as obvious, especially in the physical. Maybe there's something you're missing or not picking up on. That's more of a subtle sign, but I want to say I was drawn maybe a little closer to your mother's energy as opposed to grandmother. So this could be your mom, but anyway, what I'm being shown is the gong, banging on the gong, telling you to just pay more attention, especially to the things that are a lot easier to detect and see and hear. Maybe there's something you're just overlooking or missing or not recognizing. Something about just paying more attention to those subtle things that are going on. So I'll have to leave that with you, Kathy. I hope it made some sort of sense, and I hope it's a bit, at least a little bit helpful to you. Okay. Okay, so this is a bit of a general message. It's for a couple of people, maybe more. I can see a couple of people this pertains to, but maybe even a handful of you. It's to do with people that are feeling stagnant or stuck, or they're not sure if they're taking the right direction, or things aren't happening in the physical 3D environment, and it's giving them the sense that something is either wrong or stuck or shouldn't be. Just to let you know that's not the case. A lot of us are being asked to be content with what we have right now. Just hang in. Know that even if there's no big changes or things seem mundane or repetitive, it's not necessarily a bad thing. Some of us are in a kind of a waiting stage where we have to wait for more dust to settle before things are more clearer and we can make more informed decisions. So it's about slowing down, not having things are different now, and they're not going to be exactly the same as they were ever. It's things are different going forward. So all the things that you think will be coming back may not necessarily be the case. It's just a matter of just being very present, being more in the moment, in the day. Try and stay out of the future. I know it's deep programming with us. We all like to plan for the future, save for the future, be safe, be protected. We like to control our environments, but we've got to stop doing that. We've got to be more present. We've got to basically live for the moment, live for now. I'm not saying be irresponsible or reckless. I'm just saying just appreciate where you are now, what you have. Do what you can, but don't put time frames or expectations on it. I know it's very, very frustrating for us as people to just give it to source and just trust, but that's pretty much what we've got to do. Big changes are exactly what our soul wants. Yes, they're uncomfortable, and sometimes we feel stuck, and it's very easy to get impatient because we're used to doing. Even though we're human beings, very few of us are able to just be and just be content. And I'm speaking for myself right now as well, where I'm in a bit of a neutral, feeling a bit neutral, and I'm expecting, wanting, trying to push for more productivity, doing more, reaching more people, getting busier. But right now I need to just trust and just back off and have slow days and just sit in whatever I'm sitting with, accept the energy that I'm going through, and just allow. So I've got to let go of the reins and stop being controlling. So it happens to all of us, so I feel that's a very common theme right now. So to cut a long story short, just know that if you feel unproductive or stuck, it doesn't mean that it's wrong or you're doing something wrong or missing something. It just means divine timing will take care of things. It's not always up to us. So try not to be too specific with time frames. Do what you can, but then you let go of the outcome or the results. It's basically you've got to enjoy the little steps in the journey, whether it's going for a new job, training your body, working on a new skill or course or hobby. Have fun with the steps, but let go of the outcome. And that doesn't necessarily make sense from a physical or a personal perspective, but we've got to enjoy the journey regardless of whether we reach the goal or not. You've got to enjoy all the steps along the way. Smell the roses, basically. So as hard as that is to digest, that's kind of what we've got to do right now. Okay, so let's see who we're going to next. Okay, Neil Jamieson. So the story behind the dog that is coming in and making itself comfortable in your daughter's room is, although that hole, that void that sits with you now due to what happened, Spirit is basically asking you to give that love to something or someone else. So fill that void with someone else or something else, whether it's a person or a dog or both. Fill something up. Use that void to let something new come into your life. Fill it up with something. So the love you had for your daughter, use that on someone else, others, whether it's people, pets, both. It's just kind of a really nice, heartfelt message to don't just leave that void there. Let something new come in and fill up that void. And you've still got a lot of love to give, so give that to whoever else needs it. Like I said, whether it's dogs or people or both. So that was a very, very clear and beautiful sign you got there. So basically, it's don't keep your heart closed. If there's any anger, bitterness, etc., all the natural feelings that come along with an incident like that, just let them work themselves out of your system layer by layer. Don't push it. Just you heal according to your own needs. Take as long as you need, but don't close up that heart center of yours. I feel like you've got a really good heart center, especially for a guy. Got a lot of love to give. So use that for others that really need it. Yeah, feeling really good with your energy around your heart center. So hope that helps you out, Neil. So I'll leave that message with you. That was thanks for sharing and asking me about that. I was glad Spirit had me brought me to you to at least give you that message. Okay, thanks for clarifying, Avery Evans. So it obviously must have been the second part, which I kind of felt, but I wasn't sure. So something big is being birthed, but I don't feel it's to do with your house purchase. There's something else more of a personal nature going on. So I hope you can figure out what that is, but that seems to be more important. You need to focus on that. So I'll leave that with you. Okay. 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 Okay, looks like Spirit is finished with me this evening. So on that note, I want to just thank everybody for tuning in. Greatly appreciate it. I hope it was enjoyable and fun for you all. Next week, same time, 7 o'clock Thursdays. And for those of you who are new, I saw a lot of new names and faces. Wonderful to have you here. Please share with all your family and friends. Invite some people to join in next time, and even if it's just to experience it for once, live messages from Spirit. I love meeting new people, seeing new people on here, and like I said, I want to reach people all over the globe. So, and finally, if you know anybody else who would like a more private, in-depth reading, please message me anytime. I love to do private readings, and I do offer them telephonically and online as well via Zoom, Skype chat, or whatever other system works for you. I also do energy healings remotely, Spirit Reiki, and spiritual development and one-on-one mentoring. So if that interests any of you or anyone you know, please have them get in touch with me. And on that note, I'm just going to wish everyone a happy Thursday. Have a wonderful weekend coming up. Hope the weather improves by Saturday, Sunday. And just be kind and peaceful with yourselves. The energies are haywire, and speaking for myself, like, it does tend to hit me on the odd day where my mood and my feelings do fluctuate a lot, and I feel very, very stuck and unproductive. So I do have those days, and it is trying, but we do our best, and like I always say, this too shall pass. So it's just you do what you can in the moment, one day at a time. And on that note, happy Friday tomorrow for everyone. Have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in, and hope to see many of you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.